to communicate. It's Jackson 360, all about making things happen. And I'm addicted to action. I want to talk with you real briefly about how to create an unforgettable speech and how to deliver that. So first and foremost, keep in mind how the human brain works. The human brain works in a couple ways. First of all, most people, if they are passively listening to you, most people will only retain less than 80% of the information 7 days, really in these days, 3 days after you deliver your speech. So, with that being said, you have to strategically do some things to activate a person because to remember something, to really want to always remember you, there's a couple different angles you can take. And I'm going to talk about those in this video, but overall, we're going to talk about, how to get people activated. And I'm going to give you at least four, I'll say five different ways I'll try to give you to make your speech unforgettable. And whichever way you like, you can do that way and play around with them. So that's one, is remembering the human brain. So one of the first things I will say is knowing the power of a story. I want you to understand stories are more powerful than speeches. People remember stories. We remember different types of things in history based on the story. You may not remember the day it happened. You can remember days and events because there's an emotional connection. So it's important that you understand that people remember and retain and use stuff they have an emotional connection to. So the beginning to be emotional and have that connection, you connect with people through stories. All right. Films, think about it. Great movies, they have an interesting character. And when you're telling your story, don't be afraid to share your failures and share your flaws because people, they can relate to when you failed. And when you fail and you have a flaw, they look at you like, well, if you can do it, I can too. And so this is how you connect with people. When you tell a story and that story has conflict, think of the movie Titanic. The water was rising in the boat, and then it kept rising. The more it rised, the more dramatic the story got, and the more people were looking to see how it turned out in the end. So you got to get that conflict, raise the conflict, and then have people begging for relief. All right. You want to have energy shifts. This is part two. When you're doing your speech, you got to have an energy shift. Outside of your story, you want to have an energy shift. So an energy shift is going to be, for example, you are very happy and then you bring people down and get sad. And meaning low. You purposely tell someone something that you want to get them sad or depressed and angry, and then you say, but there's a relief. There's something we can do. So you shift them from being fearful to being hopeful. You want to purposely do that. And the more that you and you can also do it through the pace, the way that you talk. You can do it with the tone and be very slow and deep. Or you can be really fast and excited and tell them how you're talking and show them how you talk. So you can use these type of energy shifts. And you can pause and let people absorb what you just said. So all of these different energy shifts are very important. So that's the second thing. Also use an acronym. People remember acronyms. So when you have an acronym and you say KISS, keep it simple, stupid. People remember the message. Okay, keep it simple, stupid. KISS. Or if I want to remember the 9 planets in the solar system, my educated mother just served us 9 pizzas. My educated mother just served us 9 pieces. I'm sorry. What planet am I missing? I'm really tripping right now. My very educated mother just served us 9 pieces. I forgot about the planet Venus. Okay. So those type of things really are acronyms really help anchor your point so people can remember the acronym. Turn your name into an acronym. So if I'm Jackson, Jackson, I may create that into an acronym. Remember the Jackson method, the, you know, just always continue to keep opportunity nowhere, something. I don't know. You just create an acronym. And so people remember those things right there when you create acronyms. But it's very important. I'm going to cut this video short because my phone is about to die. But check out part two about how to make a unforgettable speech. I hope that helps.